Today I've pulled a card from the Wild Way Oracle deck, and let's go ahead and see what we have today. We have Dive Deep. Give me 1 second. I'm still learning the astrological symbols, which are what's listed here under the phrase. So I need to make sure that I can get to the card. I believe that's Scorpio 2. Because the way the book's set out, you'll need that. So Scorpio 2, Dive Deep. As the Scorpio 2 puffins fly through the depths of the ocean together, they intimately twist and turn through the water, creating a beautiful partnership full of mutual exchange and pleasure. They remind us that to realize such ideal connections, vulnerability and intimacy must be present, and over time, a deep sense of trust must be carefully built. When heavy seas bring choppier waters to your relationship, this is what may be relied upon to help you both safely navigate back to shore. Let's see. After a rough start in the first decan of Scorpio, we find a far more positive experience in the second, thanks to the Sun and Jupiter as co-rulers. We see their hopeful influence, and just FYI, if you're not into astrology, or you don't know a lot about astrology, this second part might actually not be as helpful. I'm actually gonna look and see. Okay, I'll keep going. Or restart. After a rough start in the first decan of Scorpio, we find a far more positive experience in the second, thanks to the Sun and Jupiter as co-rulers. We see their hopeful influence reflected in the minor arcana tarot card associated with this phase. The Six of Cups, known as the Lord of Pleasure in the Golden Dawn tradition. The card depicts 6 cups filled with flowers and placed in a bright courtyard. The sky is blue and the sun appears to be shining. One of the cups is being passed between 2 children, smiles upon both their faces. T. Susan Chang refers to this phase as the golden hour, and Austin Coppock refers to it as the era apparatus for mutual distillation, writing of the card that the parties here are children, and their affection for each other is natural and unconditioned. The pleasure signified is thus that which accompanies the expression of passion unencumbered by pretension or decor. It's a vision of ideal exchange between 2 parties, poignant and perfect. Essentially, it's the back and forth which builds trust and allows for continuous exchange and merging between 2 individuals, or possibly, as Kara Ryberg suggests, an all-consuming passion that both drives us and breaks us. Her words are a nod to the rulership of Mars, which brings a martial tone to the sign of Scorpio as a whole. It's a reminder, too, that creation and destruction are 2 sides of the same coin. At first glance, the ancient decanic descriptions seem to reflect more of the nature of Mars than the sweet nostalgia we find in the Six of Cups. In several descriptions, there are tarantulas, snakes, and scorpions, references to quarrels and strife, and to women screaming. However, Ibn Ezra describes a woman who has left her house. She is naked and has nothing on, and she is entering the sea. And Agrippa says to a man naked, and a woman naked, and a man sitting on the earth, which both speak of the deep trust and vulnerability required for an intimate exchange with another person. As monogamous birds who mate for life, the Scorpio 2 puffins also reflect this dynamic. After waiting sometimes up to 6 years before finding their perfect match, they settle down and stay faithful to their partner year after year. However, we also see what happens when passion fades, trust is broken, and emotions flare, as Agrippa continues, and before him 2 dogs biting one another, and their operation is for impudence, deceit, and false dealing, and for to send mischief and strife amongst men. Coppock explains that the virtuous circuit of exchange can become vicious in this phase, and that the process of dual cultivation becomes one of mutual degradation, each destroying the quality of the other with each pass. As we all probably know, unfortunately, the honeymoon phase of a relationship does not last forever. That said, the man and woman are still naked. Coppock suggests that this reminds us of a potential for affection, even when times are tough. Here we see the influence of benefic Jupiter, and the warmth of the sun is co-rulers of this deacon. Even when things are bad, they're never that bad. Alright, so in future, I think I'm just going to read the first part, because I think the second part probably makes more sense if you know astrology, whereas to me it doesn't add much at this point. So, and I try to keep these videos short too, so gotta leave something for you to look into if you get the card yourself. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this today, and I hope to see you again